Let's look at the path just for a second. We've only reeled a couple, but let me show you where we're going just for a second here. Show the full picture, if you would, of all 7, if you guys would throw that up on the screen for me. And I just want you to see what he did. He had a disruption to his life. We could use that portion. But at some point, he decided what he wanted, right? I'm not going to settle for being in this chair. I'm not going to settle for someone else taking care of me. I want my own life. I want to live life on my terms. And he built Strong Enough Reasons. And then if you listen to him and if you watch the video, you talk about where he got clear and honest that he had these beliefs that I can't do anything. And he had to overcome those beliefs. And he knew he needed some new skills. But he pushed himself and he built a little map. He said, okay, well, I'm going to try different things. And he suddenly got on the back of that lawnmower he could drive and, wow, got him excited. But he also knew he needed additional skills. So he went out and pursued those skills. And then he went to the 4th step, which is do what's hard. That's the step most people leave out. He slayed his dragons. He slayed his fears. He got the skills necessary. He did what was necessary to move on, and then he developed some daily practices. Things he does in his business, things he does with his emotion. That's the next step if you guys want to put it over there. The daily practice. Please turn the screen there. There you go. And then, nope, I'm so sorry. I flipped it off. And then after that daily practice, he kept measuring. Did you hear him? He said, I'm still improving. I'm still finding things. If you have a business or you have a life, if you measure yourself, weigh yourself once a year, you're going to probably be overweight. If you measure once a month, you might not be as overweight. If you measure daily, you're going to catch it when it's small. That's what I do with my companies. Any company I take on, I figure out the most important elements and I measure them more often. If you measure once a year, you're going to have bad years. Once a month, probably not bad years, maybe bad months. Once a week, probably not going to have bad months because you have more chances to fix it. Some things I measure in the beginning multiple times a day. So you got to raise it. And then your life becomes a gift because your transformation, you can celebrate, appreciate, and give back. And you listen to him, it's exactly what he's doing. He's inspiring others. He's helping others. He is walking. And by the way, when you get to that step, then the next journey begins. What do you want now? Right? Give him another big hand. It's such a perfect example. So let's go back to you. Let's go back to you. So how many are clear on the first step? You know what you want. I'm sure you can refine it. You got some strong reasons. Make some noise. Give me a thumbs up if you got it. Okay? How many have faced the truth now? You found and faced the truth about the gap, and you know what has stopped you. Make some noise. Put up your thumb if you got it. So the third step is you got to resolve and create a quick map, a massive action plan. Now, this is not a perfect plan. This is not everything. It's some things you could do immediately. And by the way, if you don't know what to do, there's someone who's a role model out there. And if there's no role model out there, do anything. Try something. The only mistake you make is to take no action. Massive action is a cure-all. Like, you don't know what to do? Start wherever you are. Try anything. And if it doesn't work, what do? Change it. Try something else. If that doesn't work, what do? Try something else. That doesn't work, what do? Try something else. How long would you give your average child to learn how to walk? You know, before you cut them off and said, dude, you're just not a walker, give it up. Right? So they go, no, my kid's going to keep trying until they get their magic formula. So you want to, write down 2 things you could do immediately to start moving yourself forward. It could be a little thing and a big thing. Just 2 quick things in this area, whether it was your body or your relationship or your emotion or your business. Is there a class you could get? Is there a mentor or coach? Is there a book you could read? Is there a meeting you could go hold? Is there a call you could make? Write down 2 things real fast just to get it going. Keep the momentum. Real quick. What are 2 actions? One you could do today just to commit yourself to follow through, to get yourself on the path. Is there a skill you need to do? Is there something you got to face in the emotions? What do you got to shift? 2 quick ones. If you want, put them in the chat box. I'm curious what it is. What are you going to do? What 2 actions are you going to take? Wake up 10 minutes earlier and do my warm-ups. Good. Set the time for it, folks. I'm going to accept the job offer I've been putting off. I'm going to create a budget for myself. Good. That's a great one. I'm going to drink my celery juice daily and start out that way. I'm going to cut out sugar. Very good. Yes, I'm going to write down what I eat, it says. That's why I was trying to understand what it said there. That's good. So whatever the area is, what are 2 actions you could take immediately that's totally doable? That's what's going to get you momentum, is do something immediately. Today, tonight. Okay? If you got one or two things and one you can do immediately to get yourself going, make some noise. Show me and give me a thumbs up. I know you got it. Awesome. Okay? So let's go to the fourth step. So now this is, if you do the first four steps, the rest of them will pretty much take care of themselves. So it's not hard to remember. You got to know what you really want and why you want it and have it be so clear. You got to face the truth of what stopped you in the past with no excuses, and don't beat yourself up. Just what is it? Is it fear? Is it an emotion? Is it a habit? Is it a skill? And then you got to get yourself going. It doesn't need to be a perfect plan. Get yourself moving. And then step 4, you got to do what's hard. That's where people don't do it. Do what's hard. Do what you say you can't do. What is that philosophy of stretching? If you can't, then you what? Must. And you make yourself do it. And by the way, so many of you have been doing that the last couple of days, getting online, doing the things that were really uncomfortable to you, but you could see and feel your transformation just in that process. So change what needs to be changed. Go get the skills that are necessary. Take the massive action. Hire a coach. Go to a class. Do the meeting. End the problem. Fire the person. Quit the job and start the new thing. Do what's hard. Slay your dragons, whatever it takes. You do these first 4, now you have so much momentum on the path, the rest is easy, right? So what dragon do you need to slay? Is there a belief you need to get destroyed and replace it that's been holding you back, that I'm not enough, that it never works, that good ones are gone? What is it? What is it that's been holding you back that needs to be slayed? Is it feeling like a victim? Is it feeling sorry for yourself? Is it remembering all your old relationships instead of building what you're going to move towards? Is it telling yourself, but I can never be financially free, but you haven't ever taught yourself the skills or learned the skills? What's your dragon to slay? Put it in the chat box. What's your dragon? What do you need to destroy? What do you need to get rid of? What do you need to push through? What's the hard work you need to do? What do you need to just say no more? Remember Ted yesterday, his 6-year-old daughter, saying that's not acceptable. No more. He slayed his dragons in that moment. You could feel it. That's why I brought it up. It's like, no more. That's not who I am. That's not who her father is. That's not how I'm going to be. He drew the line in the sand. You could just feel it was real. It wasn't a discussion anymore. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let's go through the last ones real quick. Step 5. Step 5 is really easy. Now you got momentum. You just need a daily practice. So, for example, in the seminars, we don't just put you in immersion day and night. Most important thing is get rid of, slay your dragons and get rid of what's stopping you, whether it's the fear, whether it's limiting belief, whether it's that emotional pattern, or it's a habit, or show you how to get the skills. But you also just have to have some simple daily practices. And one that you'll experience if you go there is like I have a daily practice. It's 10 minutes. I call it priming, and it's a thing I do every morning. I don't hope I'm going to wake up feeling strong and energized. Some nights I've had no sleep. I've traveled somewhere else. My body hurts. My throat hurts. But I got to deliver. So how do I do it? I got a daily practice. The right daily practice is just write this. Raise your standards how you change your life, but the way you keep it changed is with rituals. Rituals make it real. What are the rituals? What would be a ritual you could do every day to start your day, middle of the day, end of your day that would bring you more emotional joy? One of the things I do at the end of every day is I don't stop unless I've written down 3 great things that I love out of that day. Something, a magic moment, an accomplishment, a conversation. So I'm stacking the good, because if you don't stack the good, life will stack the negative, right? What's your daily practice? Is it a workout? I like to start my day first thing I do is I jump in that cold plunge, change my state, I do my workout, and then what do? I do my meditation for 10 minutes, this little priming, and then the first thing I do is I leave a message or an audio or a text or something for someone that's in my world that's a sincere compliment. I think of somebody special and I start my day with that, and then my next step is do something hard. What's the hardest thing in the day? I want to do it first thing and get it done. The rest of my day is a piece of cake then. That's some of my daily practices to give you an idea, okay? So write down 1 or 2 daily practices that you might consider right now in this area that would move the ball forward and keep you on the path. Really simple. That's right. Good. I'm liking these. Thank you for sharing. Good. The daily practice that'll keep you on the path, keep you moving forward, keep you moving up. All right? And then music can come down a little bit, you can still be there, but step 6 is really simple. You got to measure more often. So it's like, how am I doing? If you don't measure how you're doing, just write this down. You can't manage what you don't measure. If you're in business and you don't measure your numbers, you don't measure the results in areas, you're not managing your business. Of course you're going to have problems in this business. It's only a matter of time. So you can't manage what you don't measure. So what are you going to measure more often? How are you going to measure? Are you going to measure yourself emotionally? Where am I 0 to 10 in my energy or my happiness? And if I'm a 5 or a 6, it's time to do something. What I'm going to do to change it. If you raise your standard, you measure more often, you're going to become your true self. So what are some things you might measure more often to stay on the path? Just little things. So you got a little plan now here to make this work. And that leads to the 7th step, which is you want to celebrate your victories. You want to celebrate what you've done. You want to appreciate the dragons you've slayed. You want to appreciate who you've become because of opponents that you've faced and dealt with. And you want to take this hero's journey back home with you. You want to take it home to your family, to your community, to the people around you, and give back. That's what makes life so meaningful. And then once you got this path, boom, now you can create the path for another part of your life. How many find this could be really, really helpful for you? Not a little. If you think it'd be really helpful, show me right now with some energy, with some thumbs up so it's there. And what's so great about it, my friends, is it's so simple. And once you do it over and over, let's put all 7 steps on the screen again. If you want, take a picture so you could use this as a little picture for yourself. I'll put it on the screen for a second here for you. Just take a picture, and that'll remind you of these steps with one photograph. Grab your phone, take a quick picture, and you got it. And that'll give you kind of the pathway that's there. And maybe my team can even post it also, in some of the chats and so forth for you as well. But that's fundamentally all it takes to make the progress you want.